evening, everybody. Welcome to the Sulk stream. I hope you guys are doing well. Hanging out. Hanging and banging. Staying warm out there. It's really cold. It's getting colder. And it's been cold. It's supposed to be 20-something here on Sunday. It's supposed to feel like 6 degrees in Florida. In Florida, 6 degrees. Anyways, doesn't really matter. Tonight we're going to be victim blaming. That's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be victim blaming and saying it's not my fault. And you know how women are. They blame accountability as much as they possibly can. And that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be talking about that. Talking about the lady who filmed that naked guy after her Uber Eats delivery, which is weird. So that's what's going on. So get comfy, get cozy, grab a nice bottle of whatever it is. Just don't have it delivered. If you're working, keep working. And if you are driving, please get home safely. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And, yeah. Anyways, I'm the Incredible Sulk. This is a Sulk stream. And, what is this called? This is called Her Life is Ruined. Enjoy.
Becoming a nightmare for her. And if you don't know about this situation, it is insane. So here's a quick rundown. So on October 12th,
let's start.
So this girl, this is the DoorDash girl that recorded a dude that was naked in his
Aspen's behind me
own house, and then said that she was sexually assaulted, and her entire life basically.
Yeah, because you're so pretty. You're so pretty. Everyone, and you're an Uber driver. Oh. Look, it doesn't matter about what you do, but, like, you're not pretty enough. Come on. You have crazy eyes. These are crazy eyes.
It has become, it's gotten completely destroyed. Like, she's now had a bunch of, like, now she's facing 2 felonies, and it's only going to get worse.
Things just got so much worse for the TikTok DoorDash girl, because this is becoming a nightmare for her. And if you
not pretty.
don't know about this situation, it is insane.
She's like, I'm going to make myself look the best I can, and you're still mid as fuck.
So here's a quick rundown. So on October 12, 2025, a DoorDash driver by the name of Olivia Henderson got an order in Oswego, New York. Yeah. This was apparently a late-night Wendy's.
You can tell she's not pretty because she drives Uber Eats. Or whatever it was, DoorDash. Pretty girls don't have to do that shit. Pretty girls don't have to work at all. That's Jess.
He's ordering. From what we know, all she had to do was leave the food at the door, take a picture.
That fat guy, what do you think the probability is that he ordered Wendy's chili? Like, I would say it's probably around 98%.
Is he a fat guy?
Like, 98% probability that he ordered chili? Yeah.
Is the Wendy's chili even good? I don't think I've had Wendy's chili. Is it worth it? I haven't been to wait, do we have a Wendy's here? We actually might have a Wendy's here. I have to hold on. I have to do some research real quick. I have to do some research. We do. We have one right down the street, and I think I have been there recently.
And continue on.
Not terribly recently, but like several months ago.
With her night. Instead, she allegedly made a series.
She's gonna get a slap on the wrist. Of course she is. She's a woman. Have they ever answered for their crimes? Have they ever answered for their crimes in like a real meaningful way? Where it's like the same as like a man would. No, of course not. Of course they haven't.
The police and prosecution, they're alleging that she pushed the door open and decided to film a drunk dude who was passed out on his couch with his pants down. So my first
and that's only one of the charges. There's 2 felony charges that she's facing.
Story.
You have to think about this though. What kind of position are you in? As a man, I assume he's like middle-aged or maybe younger. To get blackout drunk, order Wendy's on Uber Eats. At least he was smart enough not to go out and drive and stuff like that. And while you're waiting for your food delivery, you're all like, you know what? I'm gonna rub one out. I'm gonna bash one out real quick. Just a pre-chili bash, and then blackout. Move! Bings! Cat, move! And then black out with your pants around your ankles. You gotta be in a state. You gotta be in a certain You have to be at a very specific point in your life. And that's close to rock bottom. It's close. But then when this bitch kicks down the door and starts like going live on the feed next to your fucking probably almost certainly flaccid cock, I think that's rock bottom. I think that's rock bottom for anybody.
I reported that she walked into the house because that's what currently was going viral on TikTok. That, from what I know, is wrong. So I have to issue a massive retraction and correction to that statement. All the, at least credible sources are claiming that she never walked into that house. She was only standing in the doorway. But
the only thing that's debated is whether she tried to open the door.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if the door was wide ass open. Doesn't matter, right? Because he's in his house. Right? And it's not like he's standing in the doorway, fucking spread eagle, like smacking it around, like doing the thigh slapper or something like that. No, he was on his couch. He wasn't even like there. He wasn't even aware, right? She had to look inside of his house. She had to crane her neck inside of the house at the very least. At the very least, she had to do that, right? She could have just put it on the doorstep, and then walked away, and then she never would have known. But she's like, hey, I want to check out what's going on. Oh, there's a dick in here. Let's go live. We're going live with it. We're going live. I'm going to get me some of that money. And don't tell me that's not what she was thinking about. That's exactly what she was thinking about. She was thinking about getting paid.
And whether she cut the video of her doing that with the door being more shut before she recorded the original version. That was the thing that was mainly discussed.
Still, either way, filming and posting what she saw.
What if he was just changing clothes and passed out sitting on the couch? Yeah. I don't know. I mean, like, that's possible. But, like, who gets blackout drunk and you're like, you know what? I'm going to put on some nicer clothes. Or maybe it's like, I'm gonna slip into something a little bit more comfortable. And he's got, like, a nice silk robe or something like that. So when the Wendy's girl comes in, by the way, he had no idea that the person delivering his food would be female, by the way. So I'm just saying her story isn't adding up. It's not adding up. I think she took advantage of this poor drunk man. And so did the courts, apparently.
After she allegedly either opened the door or pushed open the door is still incredibly stupid. So if what the prosecution is alleging is true, she seemingly went onto TikTok and tried to destroy an innocent man's life for passing out within his own house with his pants down. Now, obviously, we're not going to show the original video. I can't even find the original video. All I can find is a screenshot. But even if I could find the original video, I wouldn't be showing that here on this channel for obvious reasons. You know, because there is a massive privacy issue there. But this is her follow-up video to the original video.
So, crash out. Total fucking crash out. I love to see this.
2025, the DoorDash customer requested that their order be left at their front door. And when I arrived at their front door was wide open.
Wow. This but it says I came home from work once and my roommate was passed out sitting up on the couch. Boxers on, pants around ankles, porn menu screen on the TV. Nice. Nice. What do you do at that point? You leave him alone. You're like, okay, well, he was clearly in the middle of something. I'm sure he's going to wake up at some point and not have his pants around his ankles. So I'm going to go into my room where this scene is not happening and then never speak of it again, probably, unless I'm in a chat on some internet show, then it's probably fine.
Then
it's probably fine, right?
With their pants and underwear pulled down to their ankles, and they were indecently exposed to me.
Okay, so she says the door was wide open, and the police and prosecutors say otherwise.
Yeah.
And the reason they're saying this is because there's allegedly
there's a video. It wasn't even wide open in the video.
Ring doorbell footage of her either opening or pushing the door open. Now, the only problem is, to my knowledge, that footage has not been released to the public. No. I was actually hoping to see that footage today in court, but court had different plans for us today.
Because I also reported this to the police, and the police are doing nothing.
No, you didn't report it first. First, you blasted it on TikTok. You blasted it all over TikTok. That's what you did first. You didn't call the police and be like, yo, there's a man assaulting me here. No, you didn't do that.
Assaulted. I'm the victim.
You were assaulted? What do you mean? He's asleep.
Lost my job. I'm the victim. I was working.
Oh, God. You're not the victim enough.
I was literally
Based.
working, and they deactivated me. This is related.
Good.
They just
Look, come on. Okay, go get another job. Go work for DoorDash or whatever you didn't work. There's other places, right? Just go get another job. Look, I understand you're trying to make money on it, but it's not going to work out for you. And it really, really didn't.
punished me for posting about my fault while door dashing.
Man, I love this, don't you? This is amazing.
They just fired
beautiful.
me, and the police are doing nothing.
God.
Okay, so that's her side, and the prosecution is
Well, now they're doing something. Now you're going to go to prison, maybe.
basically
about
saying
that?
something around the lines of,
I think she is going to go to prison, right? I think that's she's definitely going to prison now.
this happening.
Sir, I have your DoorDash. Oh! Ew! I'm a victim!
Now, obviously, that video exaggerates things for humor, and again,
Only a little bit.
correction, she didn't go into the house
Yeah.
from what we know. But this was her final response before the trial.
Hi guys, it's the DoorDash girl. There have
Yeah?
been a lot of people saying
The DoorDash girl. She's trying to I'm sorry, you are not famous to start calling yourself the DoorDash girl. You are not that famous. There is no. Oh, well, I mean, okay, admittedly, this did get a lot of publicity. This got a lot of attention. And I'm sure she was thinking of parlaying this into maybe a talk show, maybe some sort of scam coin. You know, the whole Haley Welch thing where the Hawk Tua. But it didn't work out for her. Now she's just going to jail. And I'm happy about that. I'm happy that... Hear me out. If she was prettier, I'd be like, we should let her go. But you're not pretty enough for that. You have to pay for your crimes. I'm sure it's going to be a slap on her wrist. She's still a woman. But like, if you were prettier, I'd be like, get out of here, you knucklehead. What? I wouldn't make a good judge either.
things like I entered the customer's home or I opened the customer's door, but I can assure you that I did not do
Her name henceforth is Ratchety Ann. It's pretty good.
either of those things, and I have obtained
pretty funny.
irrefutable proof that the door was already wide open when
And
I
what's the
arrived.
proof?
Show us the proof then. Show us the proof. Because apparently he had proof over your proof. And also, why couldn't you just drop it on the fucking doormat and leave? Why couldn't you do that? Why'd you have to enter the premises?
The customer's house,
What's the
but due
proof?
to its importance, I cannot post that proof at this time.
Okay, so we have
Oh, so we don't know. Okay.
two sides saying two different things. The only
Right.
thing everyone can agree on is that the homeowner was laying passed out inside of his own home with his pants down. Then she had her arraignment, which was actually televised.
Yep.
And she asked to ban cameras, but the judge reportedly responded, so now you don't want cameras involved. So I wouldn't
Oh. Oh, snap. Oh, snappeth. Ye old snappeth. Pretty funny. Yeah, because why you bust out your camera and just start blasting it all over TikTok? If you were really a victim, come on, dude. There's no freaking way.
Absolutely fucking base, Judge.
Based!
They recorded this. She didn't want cameras. Man. Oh, now you don't want them. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but when that guy had his pants around his ankle and his dick in his hand, probably passed out, and, if you would have gotten there 5 minutes earlier, he would have been enjoying chili, probably with his pants on. I don't know the exact timeline, but, he was hungry, and so he had to distract himself by smacking his dick around a little bit. But, then you fell asleep doing it. Not exactly wowing yourself. But still, that's his business. You're there to drop food off. That's it. There was no reason for you to go inside the house. Why would you do that? Even if you saw that shit through the window, there's no reason that you'd be like, kick open the door and be like, yo, check this shit out.
long start for her, but that was her arraignment. This is how her first hearing went. And as we found out, it didn't go as expected, and it doesn't seem like she's just going to get a slap on the wrist.
Yeah.
Back in
Sure, the homeowners would like cameras banned as well. I'm sure it would. What's up, dude? Finally, you come to the show. I know who that is.
The airport again, because today we're heading to the TikTok DoorDash girls trial, which is tomorrow. So we're going to Syracuse, New York now. But I definitely wanted to attend this trial because there's been so many details about this case that have been extremely unclear. So might as well.
Arden says, I don't know how you eat chili, but in this house we eat it with our pants off for religious reasons, right? It's like Hanukkah, only with hot chili. That seems like a dangerous pastime, religious event, right? Or do you have like special chili that's not hot for that specific? Because if you spill that in your lap, that's going to be problematic. And they weren't off. They were around his ankles. So even if he did spill chili, hot chili on his wang, right? And then got up, he would trip. And then I just think there should be more safety regulations behind this custom that you have, Arden, of eating chili with your pants down.
Go show up and get them clarified. Yeah, this is the smallest airplane I've ever been on.
Oh, is it? Is it that big? I don't know. Oh, wow.
Welcome to
Homies on the
Syracuse
PJ.
for local time, 2:03 p.m.
Alright, so
Damn.
I'm in Syracuse, New York.
Then I got snow everywhere.
This
What
is
the
not
fuck?
Miami. Why get an influencer
Yeah.
break to lost somewhere tropical? Miami was great.
Oh my god.
This is rough. Tomorrow morning, I'm driving the last like 25 minutes or so to get to Oswego. And apparently Oswego is known for being even colder than this spot. So that's awesome.
Oh my
Good morning.
God.
We're getting ready here. It's like 7:50 in the morning here. The trial starts at 7:30. I'll probably try to get there like half an hour early so we have way more time than anticipated. But yeah, for now, coffee, a little bowl of cereal. It's time to wake all up and we'll be good. There's a few things that are probably going to happen today. Or actually, I say that, but in reality, I don't know what's going to happen because there's always surprises when you go to trial. She currently has a public defender and she's charged with 2 counts. She has 1 count of
You 2 felony counts and you've got a public defender? Oh, bitch, you're cooked.
She works for fucking Uber Eats. Of course she has a public defender. You think she's hiring private on that? No, I don't know how much a lawyer costs, but I'm sure it's at least $5,000. I have no idea.
Booked.
It ain't cheap.
It's over.
It is over. I mean, it's over. It's over.
Yeah.
She has 1 count of Okay, so she has 1 count of dissemination of unlawful surveillance.
Farrell says, you hear that? John wants the government to regulate your choices. No. Well, yes, for women, but not for, like, men.
She also has 1
I don't think women should have choices.
count of unlawful
It's done.
surveillance. Both
Right.
of these, she's
Right,
pled
Farrell?
not guilty to. As stated, she's currently being represented by a public defender. From talking to the practicing lawyers I know, it seems like it's very likely that a plea deal will happen today. Who knows?
Oh.
That's why we're going to go see. The big thing is for her is she filmed the guy. That's why she's charged. You have a whole bunch of arguments about like, okay, did she open the door? Was the door already kind of opened? How was the door when she found it? There's now alleged ring camera footage showing that she either opened the door or pushed the door open before she started filming.
Does it matter? Does it matter at all? Can you not have your door open? Can you not have your door open and like, okay, I understand you're not allowed to like stand in your window with your junk pressed up against it during Halloween when kids are like trick-or-treating and stuff, right? You can't just smear it up against there and be like, ha ha ha, I'm in my house. But he wasn't doing that. He wasn't standing in the doorway, with his like this, with his dick hanging and being like, I'm glad you're here. Just in time. No, he didn't do anything like that. She had to peek in. She had to put her head inside. She had to trespass. You're trespassing at that point. You're trespassing, and you're not supposed to be doing that. You weren't invited in. But you chose to enter his house. And then you're like, oh my God, I'm going live in this bitch. I'm going live in this bitch right now. Check it. She thought she was going to get paid. That's the only thing. In one form or another, she thought she was going to get paid. right? Either through a lawsuit or some sort of publicity deal or the Haley Welch thing where she gets a talk show out of it or some stupid bullshit. I hate modernity. It sucks now. It sucks now, right? Because everyone's trying to make a buck out of ruining somebody else's life.
That's what I thought. Yeah, because again, for them to act on
It was
this
a
or charge
peaceful
her,
protest.
I thought that was a good
I'm
reason
sure
for
it was.
The really damning evidence.
Yep.
So we have the police alleging that she opened the door and started filming, and then we have DoorDash essentially banning her from the
Accountability?
platform because
I know.
she filmed the customer. But
They can't do accountability. Nothing has ever been their fault. Not since the time of Adam and Eve, right? It's like, shouldn't we? Well, I think God did blame her for that. I don't exactly remember, but I'm sure she got something. But we all got blamed for that. Now we die and stuff, which kind of sucks. It's kind of like, why are we getting thrown under the bus? Why can't they just die?
But she's claiming that she's the victim in all of this, which is why, all of her TikToks started in general. So it will be interesting to see how her defense...
She would have been better off going and topping him off. You watch too much porn, bro. You watch way too much porn. Because that's not how it works. This sexy Uber Eats girl shows up and she's like, oh, I can't contain myself. Nah, man. It's definitely not how it works.
I was going to be making...
And I don't think that was in that guy's mind, right? I don't think that was in that guy's mind. I think he was just blackout drunk and he passed out with his dick in his hand, which nobody wants to be caught doing. Nobody wants to be caught in that situation. Passed out drunk with your dick in your hand. Damn.
Any predictions on what's going to happen is, I guess, plea deal. I think they're going to be very lenient on her. She didn't even have to bail out, so she was released on her own recognizance, meaning she didn't have to pay bail. It's basically an honor system. It's like, hey, you can go. You don't have to give us anything. We just trust that you're going to show up to court. So I have a feeling that her sentence is going to be...
Zach says, I just shipped your clock, John. It cost as much as the clock. Oh, the shipping did. Hope you enjoy the product. Well, we checked today, and it didn't come today. So, but we did get some stickers. I'll actually go grab that pack of stickers.
The plea is going to be...
I forgot who sent those.
Most likely,
I'll grab
she'll be
them.
getting like some community service, maybe a fine. That's what I'm expecting here. But we'll see.
All right, welcome to Oswego,
Here we
New
go.
York.
It's really cold,
Beautiful
huh?
town.
Bert. Wait, that's a bald
Hey, guys.
eagle.
We just got out of court. I'm now going to
Right?
find a little location where
Looks
I can
like
do
a
a
bald
quick live
eagle.
stream for you guys. Wow, look at that building. That's beautiful. I think that's the
Yeah.
town hall. This is the city courthouse.
heron?
This is probably the
Fuck's
spot.
that?
Hopefully we could find some shelter from the wind, though. I feel like my arch nemesis at this point is the wind. Yeah, this is perfect down here. You just got out of the court case for the TikTok DoorDash girl. Something big did happen, but it took a while for anything to happen at all. So I got here at the court at about 9:21. She was on trial at 9:30. This time it was a little bit different because last time we know that we had footage of inside.
It actually says to the Incredible Sulk. It's I'm gonna open it and see. I forget who sent this. Does somebody remember who sent this? Is it a bad idea? Is it a bad idea opening packages on stream? Because some of the shit you guys send me is just inappropriate. Like,
Because the news was there. So the news, they were set up. They were filming her. I walk in. There's no TV camera set up. I don't even see any journalists. And basically, I was there until the end. I can confirm there was no journalists there. So
Nobody
it's only
cared.
me that was there, which is kind of interesting.
That's funny.
Other updates to this case. She still has a public defender. She has 2 charges. At 9:30, judge walks in. Everyone stands up, sits down, the whole thing. And I don't see the DoorDash girl. I think it was just because I didn't see her because she was sitting in there. And at that time, I was sitting in kind of in the back right of the courtroom. And this courtroom is set up in a not the best fashion because there's a column blocking the judge and the audio.
This is from Christian. He sent stickers. Probably for my kids. Oh, it's from Leslie. Oh, that's nice. This is to Jess from Leslie. I thought it was the stickers that I forgot who sent them. But I will look out for the cuckoo clock. I'm actually excited about it because it's going in the office. It's going in the office.
Isn't really good, and it didn't seem like they had the microphone speakers on the back, so I couldn't hear what was going on. So I had to move around. Eventually, after they went through a couple of the defendants, I got up and I moved, and that's when I could actually see the judge.
Tanstas says we got to get John a cuckoo clock where instead of a bird, Hitler pops out raising his right arm and says Heil Heil instead of cuckoo. That would be a fun conversation starter. Yeah. Oh, that's my cuckoo clock. It's broken, but it's Reich twice a day. Thank you.
I just like to read what his lips were saying because the audio was still bad. And I think I sat
These are the jokes. They're stupid. I don't care.
down kind of behind the DoorDash girl at that point, and that's when I spotted her. Going through my notes real quick. One sec. Oh, no.
Almost lost it.
All right. My hands are frozen. Why did I not bring
shit.
gloves? As a Norwegian, I should have known better. So 10 o'clock rolls around, and I see who I think is the DoorDash girl's public defender.
Yeah.
10:25 rolls around. Nothing yet.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Farrell says, "Oh, so you didn't like the double-headed extra large dildo I sent you? Which one? You know, I think you're a little self-important because it's not like I get tons of those. All right, I got a room full of them. Which one is yours? Is it the neon one? Is it the one that takes the double D batteries? Is it the one that has to use a car battery to? It's the diesel-powered one.
So at this
You didn't send me anything.
point, I've been here for a minute. 10:50 rolls around. Woman who looks like the DoorDash girl, who I think was, she gets up after talking to her public defender and leaves. And I'm like, uh-oh, what's going on now? Is this like another Jack
You know me, Farrell. I'm just gaping. So, you know, give me a challenge next time.
Doherty situation
10
where there's
minutes.
some like continuation? Do I have to show up
Jeez.
tomorrow? I don't know. I wait around even further. Then we have probably
It's the
like
pull
another
start
40
one.
minutes of waiting. They go through
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I actually flooded the carburetor on that, so I gotta work on it. I don't know what's going on. You know, I gotta pull apart the carb and stuff like that. Yeah. I got a whole shop, and I work on those things. No, you can't know where it is.
the last people. The judge then is waiting for one of the defendants to show up, so we get through them, and suddenly it's just me in court, in the courtroom. And I'm like, oh, well, I'm not going up on the stand, so that must mean it's over. I go out to the clerk, I talk to them, and I'm thinking, okay, there's a continuation that happened.
Yeah, sure.
Instead, I found out this was divested to county court.
You flooded it? No, it flooded me. That's how it works.
So originally, where we're at, this building right here, this is the city court.
Wait,
so
what?
City court, I mean, this is kind of like small fines,
Uh-huh.
but hers was divested to county court. So as I said, originally she was in city court, but
Is that
now
worse?
county court, that's the main state court. So that means most likely she's facing way more serious charges. Or well, not way more serious charges. The charges are still the same, but most
Man, that's bad.
likely
Yeah.
they could penalize her a lot
Because it's
harder.
a felon.
She's going to jail. She's going to, well, I don't know. She might not be going to jail. She might get like probation or something. Like if this was a man who did this, obviously when, like a man wouldn't like post it on TikTok and be like, I'm being assaulted, and just some naked chick with her, knuckle deep in her clam sitting there on the couch. Yeah, that wouldn't work. That would not work at all in any way. And I feel like a man would know that. But there are some stupid fucking people out there. But he would be going to jail for a long time, and rightfully so. And this woman should be going to jail too, but she probably won't.
So according to the lawyer that I've been talking to, that's the prosecutor that moved it there, most likely because of all the public
She'll get
attention
fined?
on the case
Yeah,
and the public
probably.
outcry. So that means that most likely she won't get a slap on the wrist. So currently she is facing 8 years in
It
prison.
would be great if she got banned from using the internet. That would be, that's harsh. The internet is a utility these days. It's how maybe not most people, but like a large portion of society makes their money on the internet, right? A lot of people make money on the internet, and like you need to get Ubers places, and I don't know if they're gonna go that far, but it would be funny. It would be pretty funny.
That's her max sentence because it's
Oh my God. Bro, if that happens, holy shit.
A 4-year max sentence for each of the felonies, and her minimum sentence seems to be a couple years of probation, and that is if she's convicted 100%.
Couple of years?
It seems like she was moved to Superior Court, so that's actually even worse for her.
It's not good.
So that's what we have right now. She's currently facing 8 years in prison. That's the worst case. She's not going to get that, but her minimum is at least a couple years on probation. Either way,
a couple years probation is probably what she's going to get. Yeah, she's going to get the minimum. I would doubt that she does any jail time whatsoever, because women don't do good in jail. When women go to jail, they constantly fight. Have you ever seen those women-only jail programs, like on A&E or whatever? They constantly fight. And like a lot of times when people go to jail, they work in jail, right? They have like work programs and stuff, and then the jail makes money, and like they make a little bit of money, a very small amount of money. But like women, they're not useful in jail, so they're just gonna be like, get out of here. You can go and commit crime, all right? Please don't commit crimes bad enough where we have to put you in jail, because you're gonna be a problem, right? You cost a lot of medical expenses. Women are very cantankerous. They got all kinds of plumbing. They have to deal with things like pH. pH? They got fluids that I've never even heard of. Cervical mucus? What the fuck is that? You mean pussy boogers? Is that what you're saying? You have boogers up there?
She shouldn't have done this. This is like a
shouldn't
big...
have done it. Yeah, shouldn't have done it. Big fucking mistake.
Self-inflicted thing that didn't need to happen.
I'm like, no, no way.
I don't know why she decided.
She wanted attention. She got it. That's right.
And I have to go find out when the next court date is.
That's right.
Because if it was just moved till
I can see why Christian doesn't watch this show during dinner. I get it. I understand.
Tomorrow, that's very convenient for me, because then I only have to extend by one day.
But you should watch this show during dinner or during your commute or wherever you are at the time.
But if I have to like keep extending weeks on out, I gotta go home.
Yeah, no doubt.
I can't be here for weeks.
Dan Snot says, remember Eileen Wuornos, the woman serial killer? Hollywood made her out to be a hero. Was that the chick in the movie Monster? And who played her? Who played her? South African girl. She was in Mad Max. Don't remember.
About the quality?
A
yeah.
new resident of Oswego, New York, until all of this resides. Who knows?
All right, we did a...
Did Rumble not do my, I don't know. Rumble's always fucking up, dude. If you can't find me on Rumble, find me on YouTube. But Rumble does that. Maybe Rumble hates me. I have no idea.
Successful live stream. I'm actually fairly happy with that. Now, let's grab a coffee and then head back
Charlize
to the hotel
Theron,
and,
thank you.
knock out this
It's
video.
a nice place. Look how nice this area is.
Is the coffee shop right here?
Wow.
Is in here.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much, sir.
Oh, wow. They opened a door for
All right,
him?
we've secured
Oh, jeez.
the iced coffee. I would definitely recommend
nice
checking out that
place.
coffee spot because they were super nice in there. Other than that, let's get back to the
Charlize
hotel and finish this
Theron.
video.
Okay, so I'm now back here at the hotel. I started off on one side of the courtroom, but
It was weird seeing him without the hat, man. Like, that was weird.
when I positioned myself in the
That
courtroom,
was
I
really
quickly
weird.
realized
Damn.
I picked like the worst seat possible in the house. Because as I walked...
You don't get notifications for them until like an hour after the show starts? What the fuck, Rumble? What the fuck? I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. I'm not gonna bitch. I'm not gonna moan. I'm doing fine. It's inconvenient. Does the same happen for you for like Daywave and ROTC and like Nightwave and stuff? Because if it's just me, then I'm gonna have to message somebody. But if it's everybody, it's just their crappy system. I assume it's just their crappy system.
into the courtroom, the door never closed. So it was open, and there was constantly people going through the hallway talking, so it was hard to hear the judge. Then for some reason, this...
Jay says, how to get away with murder. Be a woman and say man did bad, not guilty, strong and brave. Yeah, and then Hollywood backs you up, and then you have all these weird, like, women's coalitions that are like, she's the victim. Women are very, insular, right? They back each other up like tooth and nail, right? They have a very strong in-group preference, which is amazing because it seems like they hate each other. It really seems they are always talking shit about each other and like, oh, we're sisters. Oh, did you see what that bitch wore? Oh my God, she's such a slut. Men aren't like that. Men aren't like that. It's weird. Maybe we need to have a stronger in-group preference. We absolutely do.
The speakers that were like kind of behind you, normally they're connected to the judge's microphone, so you can actually hear what the judge is saying, but they were not connected, so I couldn't hear them.
Background says I get Rumble ones for Nightwave, but I have to rely on YouTube notifications for Daywave and you, huh? Okay. Okay. Son of a bitch.
Judge. So there was also a pillar in front of me, so I couldn't see the judge either. So I just picked the worst seat in the house, and I'm here to report for you guys, and if I can't see nor hear the judge, that's a problem. So I ended up crossing to the opposite side of the room, and I went to the front bench so I can actually hear the judge because, again, the speakers were not on.
Farrell says, I do not back women up all the time, almost never. Farrell, you ever see that meme where, like, the guy's like, most women are 5'4", and then the girl's like, but I'm 5'6", and then he takes a drink of coffee. Do you understand that meme? Do you get that? I'm talking generalizations. In general, I'm always talking about generalizations. Yes, there's examples of people who do not do that, but I'm not talking about them. On the whole, the vast majority of women do this, okay? That's what I'm saying.
So I sat there and I was looking around for Olivia and I couldn't find her. So then I'm sitting here like,
she's not
okay,
there at all.
am I in the wrong place? But I double checked. It was the right judge.
Yeah, if she's going to have to go and get a felony charge and you're getting 2 felonies.
She should get on a sex offender registry. That's what she should get. She should be put on the sex offender registry. That's absolutely what she should get. Is to be put on the sex offender registry. That way, anywhere she lives for the rest of her life, she's going to knock on people's doors and be like, yeah, I'm a sex offender and I'm going to live next to you. And the rest of her life, if she wants to get a job, anything, like that shit will ruin your life. I've heard of men getting put on that for pissing in public, right? Not even like a very public place. Like behind a tree in a park or something like that. Oh, you're a sex offender now. Forever. And you're like, damn, what? Because people don't ask like what you did. No, you're on the list. You took a piss somewhere. Like you had a couple of beers. You were playing like kickball at the park. And you had a couple of beers. And then you pissed behind a tree. And then now you're a sex offender. So, shit's harsh. She should at least get that. At least. But she won't. You know she won't.
Felony charges. I think that there's a good chance she could end up in jail. I do hope they make an example out of her for actually, like, there's a lot of these, like, social media, like, hysterical voyeurism videos where they're going out and trying to make a scene about something. And
most cops won't give you a ticket for peeing behind a building or something. Well, it depends if they're being a dick or not. Like, if they're being a dick, they can do that. I'm just saying I've heard of cases that have entailed something like that. They can do that. They probably won't, but they can.
This is, I think, a great point where you need to make an example out of somebody so other people don't go and do the same thing. Because if they think that they can do this and get away with it, it's going to continue happening regularly. So you have to make sure you hold them accountable. And if you don't do that, then it's just going to get worse and worse.
I was in the right courthouse, so then I was wondering, did she not show up? Well, there was a woman sitting in front of me, but I didn't put 2 and 2 together because I was looking for a lady with, you know, curly red hair. But the woman in front of me had brownish hair, brownish blondish hair, and it was straight and it was in a ponytail. So that threw me off. But it wasn't until after she stood up and left that I was like, oh wait, that might have been Olivia. And after talking to the clerk, it probably was. But anyway, she left. I was sitting there until no one was there. And
It's not a vibrator, guys. Dude, it's just a mic that looks that way, okay? Relax.
It does look like a vibrator. So, God, that does look like a vibrator. So what, do you guys normally get my notifications? Because I feel like it's a little light tonight. The internet has just been shit too. The internet has been shit for us at least. I don't know for everybody else, but it's kind of been shit. It seems a little light tonight.
Oh wait, why are you here? And I'm like, I'm just here spectating. And he was like, well, it's all over. And I'm like, okay. All right, I'll see myself out then. So I then went to the clerk and I talked to her and confirmed, no, this was the correct venue. This was the correct judge. And that was probably Olivia. And I found out all the new information about her case. Yeah. But I guess if Olivia's telling the truth, everyone owes her an apology. If she's lying, then it seems like she tried to ruin the life of an innocent man.
She's lying.
Well, I don't think that's true at all because, like, I mean, regardless of what happened, she still recorded a man against his consent when he was unclothed, and she published it on the internet.
So you get notices. Subscribe to my local. Follow me on Locals, right? They'll give you the thing, and also subscribe to my Locals. If you want to pay me in any way, go on to my Locals.
Without telling him.
Or
there's
whatever
never
way,
a
million
universe
other ways
where
to do
doing
it.
that to a person is justified. Even if you think that person did something wrong, there's still not a reason to post porn, like basically pornography of them on the internet. If somebody had done this to a woman, everybody would come to the obvious conclusion that it was wrong. But I think that because it's happening to a man, there's maybe a small handful of people that don't immediately see this as something that's horrible. No, just because somebody's inside of their house naked doesn't mean you get a chance to record them and post it on the internet in a public platform. That's just not
Especially if you're in that house. Like, what are you doing in the house? What are you doing in the house? Freeside. All right. For a $5, he says 9. Let's see if we get 9 out of this. Let's see if we get a 9. 0. Sorry. 0. But thank you. Appreciate it.
How it works.
Thanks
It's
for
never
playing.
been how it works. This is obvious. It's malicious. Yeah, it's in his own house.
Attention on TikTok, I guess? Now, should he have been passed out with his pants on his ankles?
Yeah.
Probably not, but also...
Yeah, okay. That goes without saying. He probably shouldn't have done that. But it's in his own house. Can I not do that in my own house? Can I not sit on my couch with my fucking pants around my ankles? I will not do that, but like I can legally and just it's my house. It's my fucking house. I get to do what I want within reason. But that's definitely to the point where I'm well within my legal rights to sit on my couch with my pants around my ankles. I can legally do that. I'm pretty sure. But then she busts in. Your chili's here. Your chili's here. Oh my God. What the fuck was wrong with her?
So, he was in his own house. But either way, Olivia claims that she has proof that the door was open from the start.
Jay says if a man did this, end of everything. Yep. It would be the end of his life. It would be the end of his career. Doesn't matter. He could be a district attorney, right? He could, like, a preacher. It doesn't matter what he did. Especially since it's being blasted all over TikTok. His life would be over. His wife would leave him. The kids would go with the wife. He'd have to pay for a shitty apartment and stuff like that. Even though he didn't really do anything wrong. He just got drunk and passed out with his dick in his hand. Not his most shining moment. We can all agree on this. We all agree. That was not your best moment. But it was in his base. It was in his safe space. You know? There's gotta be, you can't just be, it's his fucking house. For God's sakes. You had to enter his house. Unless his couch was on the front lawn, which I kind of doubt. And we know it wasn't. It was in his house. You walked in his fucking house. God damn it.
And the prosecutors, they have the opposite. So
that's why I say, just leave it at the doorway and go. He wasn't pursuing you. He didn't say, hey, Toots, check it out, right? Like pat his ball bag and shit at you. None of that. The man was asleep. It was clear that he was asleep on TikTok. Why did you think this was a good idea?
Yep.
They also have proof that she opened the door. So, as of right now, it's a he said, she said. We don't know the answers because I didn't see any proof.
I feel like that's only for one of the charges, right? Because the other charge is her disseminating, like, basically nudity of a person on the internet without their consent. Like, I mean, that's a felony charge too. And like that, I mean, I don't think.
Yeah, what's it called? Steel Toed recently did time for that. He got a couple of weeks in jail for that.
Is disputing that. I mean, it's obvious. Like, did she do that? Yeah, obviously she did that. So like, it's not even a question.
Either side today. Regardless, though, this is now a nightmare for Olivia because this has now been moved to a higher court. But whatever the outcome of this trial is, I will be updating you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe. Drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and if you want me to travel for more trials in the future. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
That is insane.
All right, I have more on this. Well, let's read.
Tonight's deep dive.
So give me a second. Let me pause this.
Things just.
Okay. Well, I have another video.
Professional victim fatigue. Holy shit. I think so many people are tired of this.
I just wish there was something I could do for you all. Like
pink hair. She got pink hair.
Public safety.
She got everything pink. This is a psychopath. And what is this? Is this a throw pillow? You guys see this? It's like a Sour Patch Kid. Is that what that is? She's a maniac.
Disabled folks every day, you know?
Hands over a mask.
No, thank you. Anyways.
For those of you who are confused, no, this masking video is not from 2020. It was released recently, like a month ago, and you have someone who is still saying that everyone has to wear a mask for COVID, because if you
oh my God.
don't, then you're a bad...
I haven't seen somebody wear a mask for COVID in years. I don't... If I have, I don't remember. It's just not a common thing here in Florida. Maybe in California they would. Not here. That's
a person who deserves to be shamed for wanting to live your life normally. This person actually does a lot of masking propaganda, so let's see why.
Why do you talk about masks all the time? Because the pandemic never ended. The government just...
At what point are these people not the same as doomsday preppers?
the shoes and stuff. I hate your aesthetic. I hate everything you got. You're like, oh, I'm quirky and I'm fun, but you're just insufferable. You're insufferable. You're like a fat librarian at a public elementary school, which is worse, right? Like that's what I think of, right? You're a fat public librarian at an elementary school, probably with a bunch of books about how like cutting your dick and your tits off is like super cool. That's what I think. And that's a terrible thing to think. Don't put your kids in public school. Don't do that.
Like, I mean, it's basically the same thing, isn't it?
Removed emergency status and normally sacrificing our most vulnerable.
You know, it's weird how they were able to drop the emergency status and everything seems fine. It's almost like the risk of dying from COVID was heavily exaggerated and manufactured by horrendous policy decisions. And
that's true.
And the censorship of doctors with effective...
Is he drinking It's a Pepsi out of a bottle. He's drinking a Pepsi out of a glass bottle.
Treatments. So this person who, by the way, works from home and doesn't have to deal with masking for an 8-hour shift is suggesting that we go back to some of the lockdown policies of...
I haven't seen someone in a mask in years. Yeah, I mean, like... And look, if it's like an old man and he's like on oxygen or something like that, I assume he's like wearing a mask because he's just on the edge of death, right? But when I see like a pink-haired, purple-haired liberal, big fatso, covered in weird tattoos, I stare. I have no problem being rude in public. I'll be rude. I'll stare. Right? If you're some fat black lady with 11 black kids rolling down, you parked at the handicap spot. You got 11 black kids in tow, no dad, obviously. And then your shopping cart that you're paying with EBT is filled with boxes and bags of just garbage food. I'm going to stare. I'm going to stare, okay? Because that should be abnormal. That should, and where I live, it admittedly is. But it's still something to look at. It's still like, oh my God, look at all that junk. No wonder she's enormous. And she's like 3 feet away from me. I said this audibly. And then she starts making all her woo.
A couple years.
I see. So they're trying to make rules for everybody else, even though they never even go. I see. I get it.
Ago that
Right.
crashed the economy, threw a bunch of people into poverty, and damaged everyone's mental health. All for a disease that's basically killing nobody these days. At some point, you have to do a cost versus benefits analysis, and if you get the short end of the stick on that, then
Jay says, I saw people do it while on a motorcycle. Wear a mask? Like a surgical dust mask? Maybe that's just, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and just be like, maybe that's for bugs. Maybe that's for bugs. He doesn't want bugs in his teeth. And he's not thinking he's going to get COVID or whatever. Don't even know if I can say that. But he just doesn't want bugs in his teeth. I'm going to assume that, okay? Because I know people are retarded. And I've seen plenty of people wear masks alone in their car. I'm like, what is in that mask? Like, is it your own farts? Do you fart into the mask and then put it on? It's really good. I might do that.
and you do what you can to protect yourself. But this whole masking 5 years after the lockdown started is not an uncommon
Well,
belief.
it's very clearly a mental illness. I mean, it's literally just like hypochondria, right? People that are afraid of anything bad medically. Like there are like people that are germophobic. Like, I mean, it should be treated the exact.
Freeside says my internet is shit. His internet. Well, dude, I mean, like, what has been with the internet lately? I got kicked off of Daywave yesterday. I mean, because my internet went down, right? Bruce didn't like kick me off, although he has kicked me off. I'm like, you fucking Cuban son of a bitch. But the internet has been garbage. Are we under a cyber attack or is it the weather? I'm gonna say it's the weather. Could be the weather. All right, Farrell. $5. She says 17. She wants 17. Let's see it. Spin it. Let's see it. Can she win? She is our high scorer so far. She's won like 3 times. 15. It's close. Thanks for playing. Oh,
Man.
wrong one. There we go.
Exact same way. And like, there's a part of me that feels sorry for a person like that because it's very clearly a mental problem that they have.
Free says, I would actually love if the internet just shit entirely, though. Dude, can you imagine? Can you imagine if the internet just, like, disappeared? Completely? Like, completely disappeared for, like, months. What would people do? I mean, we've grown so accustomed to it. I know what I would do. I would go out and, like, have a good time. I'd go to the beach. I'd ride around town on my one wheel, which I put some new stuff on. I'm pretty excited. I got it going because I blew a tire. But you guys don't care about that. I'd have a good time. I think I'd be okay. The video games might, I'd be bummed about video games. But there's still a lot of ones I could play offline. It's not that big of a deal. I think I'd be okay. A lot of people would not be okay. A lot of people would not be okay. But I don't care about them. I would like to see what happened, but how? I have no internet.
Actually, I've seen a lot of people promoting
Masks
it.
in the car? That's right.
If you guys aren't
Hog Dog says I'd just be 18 again. No, that's not how it works. You're not all of a sudden 18 years old again. It's not how it works.
masking, I'm not going to be around you.
You should go out more.
Now, I don't want to say what they all have in common, but
The glasses, and then this fucking thing right here. That thing right there. Time after time after time. Time after time after time. And you know some hot take is coming out of this mouth, right? Ooh, she's got a sharp opinion. Oh, I bet it's so well thought out.
One thing they all have in common is they're all wearing nose rings. Isn't that crazy? It's like every single one.
Yeah.
Holy shit. What are the odds?
It better be free. If I'm going out, it has to be free.
Oh, no shit. You want something for free? No way. No way. No way. No way. You want something for... A fat black woman wants something for free. No fucking way. No way. Whoa. Wow. What kind of bizarro world are we living in?
And there needs to be barely anyone in sight.
Really?
Because, yeah, COVID and people aren't masking.
For context, both of those videos...
One of the ways that she could decrease the risk of COVID to herself is losing weight. A lot of the people that COVID killed were fat. They had...
Based?
They had comorbidities. Being overweight is a comorbidity.
Were filmed this year. Here's a whole page dedicated to masking propaganda with a comic that says,
"Oh my,
not masking is eugenics."
Dude, why do these people always have these little comics? These little I mean, like, have you ever seen the memes that come out of that side? They are dry as a bone. They're complete. There's no wit behind them. There's no punchline. So a lot of times it's just a wall of text. Like, how is that a joke? It's like you set up a situation and then you just lecture me? This is just real life. This is real life from your liberal point of view. How is that a joke? Where is the wit in that? How is that supposed to make me laugh or think? It just annoys me. Like you people do. In real life. In real life. With your big fucking honking glasses and your stupid nose rings. Stop it. Stop that. Stop trying to like cater to people like they're 3 years old. But that's, of course that's why you do it, because that's your thought process. You have the thought process of a child. That's how you think. That's how you see the world. Everything is emotionally driven. There's nothing complex about anything. So you just draw little cartoons and then that'll get your point across. It doesn't. I mean, like, it gets your point of thinking across, but it seems stupid to anybody else.
Followed by the caption,
"You're participating in eugenics multiple ways. It's not that deep. Move on." That Sydney Sweeney ad was awful. Awful. How do we get here? So...
What? I don't get it. Okay. You are participating in eugenics in multiple ways. One with a mask, and then the two without the masks. Okay. That Sydney Sweeney ad is awful. Awful. How did we get here? And then this one over here is perturbed. I don't get it. Do you get it, Aspen?
Wow. Talking about how the creator is mad that normal people on the left don't want to wear a mask every time they go outside.
Yeah.
Are you just going to wear a mask?
Wow. All right, dance not for 23. All right. Will's getting some love tonight. Let's see it. Eight. The wheel is not loving back tonight, but thank you. Thank you for playing the game.
I cannot think of a person who deserves this more. I can't. This is beautiful. I am so happy. This is amazing.
Oh, what?
Cops arrest a Reddit.
Oh, my bad. There we go.
Mask forever? Yeah. I can only imagine the tyranny we would live under if this person got any political power. But more
luckily, they never will.
Importantly, everyone is just tired.
I don't know, man. I've seen some people in politics that should not be in politics. Like that, the light bulb head. You know, the one that, the Somali that ran for Minnesota? Looks like somebody put him in people clothes. Like, there's a lot of people that shouldn't be in politics. So, I mean, like, hopefully she doesn't end up in politics. But, like, if she did, I'd just be like, whatever. I don't fucking care anyway. It's all a shit show. There's no reason. It's just garbage in and garbage out. There's no fucking reason to, I couldn't do anything about it. There's nothing I can do about it. You say I could run for politics? Thanks for suggesting that. I will. I'll run for politics. I won't win. I won't win.
Part of this type of person constantly playing victim.
Exactly. I think people are generally fatigued with these weird professional victims in every single space of life. Do you remember that girl that was complaining about how hard it was to be a woman in Counter-Strike because she got called a stupid bitch because she threw a grenade?
Jay says nobody cared when Beyonce had good jeans in an ad because Beyonce's not white. Sydney Sweeney is white, and she's actually attractive. Beyonce looks gross, okay? And a lot of people are like, nah, she's not. She's not beautiful. She looks gross, all right? She looks nasty. Sydney Sweeney actually looks good. And then she's white. And they hate white people. And that's the only race you're allowed to legally hate. Socially hate. That's it. That's all of it. If Sydney Sweeney was not white, no one would hear a fucking peep about it, right? But she's white, she's attractive. That's the problem right there. That's the problem. Mainly it's just that she's white, I think. But if she was ugly, a lot less people would be talking about it.
On the floor and blew herself up. You remember that? Yeah. Well, everybody was just shitting on her, and she deserved it.
Using that to either tell everybody what
She's
to
still
do
taking
or
heat.
demand.
Shouldn't have been doing it. She's trying to get their accounts banned. She's being an obnoxious Karen. That's what you get. Shouldn't be doing it.
Free shit.
Shouldn't have
We're
done
all
it.
tired of this, or fatigued, as one might say.
Hot white girls are a problem, especially with mommy milkers. Damn it! God damn it! We need to get rid of all the hot white women with enormous breasts. It's just so infuriating. Okay. I'll hop on the plane with them. Wherever they're going, I'll go with them. I'll go with wherever we're going. That place is going to be a lot cooler.
Because once you play the victim game, we're always the most sociopathic, self-centered, and awful people.
Absolutely.
So no one's being fooled by this fake compassion anymore.
Well, I think also that it's why you're just oh god, I know this is a fucking millennial. You know this.
Yeah, man. Look, dude. And it's look about the fucking millennials, dude. There's a lot of them are like this, right? But that's not. I talk a lot of shit about the boomers, and the boomers are admittedly retarded, right? It is a completely retarded generation. But then we have people like this in the millennial generation. That's just it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, but these people shouldn't represent us because these people are fucking retarded, all right? All these Funko Pop collectors, all these people who do nothing but play games. I like playing games. Don't get me wrong, I play video games, but I don't have posters on my wall, and I don't dedicate my life to that shit, and I don't have a Reddit account, and I don't get weird anime tattoos. This kind of person is so cringy. It's so cringy. And then these are the people that are always pointed to when they describe millennials. And it's just it's ridiculous and it's bullshit. These people are fucking gay. Feral Pigeon for a 5. She wants 33. Let's see it. I know I'm a millennial. I understand that. 6. Well, thanks for playing. Somebody's going to get it. Somebody's
This is
going to
a
get
fucking... Oh, Jesus. And these are all the original 150 Pokemon? Yeah. They're in their 30s, man. This is bad.
Ben says, idiot boomers with their trust funds and hippie shit. It's not even trust funds. It's just the world was so... The country was so prosperous at that time that they just decided to hoard all the wealth for themselves. They thought it was an absolute free-for-all, and not that some of that prosperity should be protected and maintained for future generations. They're all like, no, the person who dies with the most toys wins. And that was their idea since they were young, dude. The boomers were young. They're all like, mine, me, everything belongs to me. Everything's mine. I have no social cohesion. I have no sense of like passing on a good society. No, we're going to flood everything with 1 billion Mexicans, 1 billion Indians, so we can get our lawns and our houses cleaned for super cheap. Doesn't matter if it fucks everyone else over. It's about us. That was their entire identity. That was their entire way of thinking. And it still is. They live in gigantic castles on the top of hills. And look at my house. This means I must be somebody. This must mean I'm important and well-liked. No, it doesn't. You are still completely hated. You are, in fact, more hated because you spent 0 time actually doing anything important, anything for anybody else. You only focused on yourself. Your entire life. All of you did that. And all you did was like do drugs and go to Woodstock. And then you were hippies back then. And then, money started falling out of the sky. And then you became a real conservative. And now later on in your life, you're like, we're going to be hippies again because we want the money. We want our retirements paid for. We're back into socialism, guys. We're flip-flopping like a fucking pancake. There's no political consistency among that generation whatsoever.
Disabled people wear masks then. Some disabled...
I knew it. I fucking knew it. See, there's a part of me that appreciates this.
What's my Ko-Fi?
Because you ever notice how, like, animals, whenever they're removed from their natural habitat, they'll try to create a natural habitat in the area that they've been relocated to. And as you can see here, we have a very clear mental asylum.
That's my Ko-Fi in the chat. I'll post it. I'll post it all across. It's Ko-Fi /Sulk stream if you want to hit my Ko-Fi. Thank you.
Who's
Please and
trying
thank
to
you.
recreate the padded room that they should be in their natural habitat in. And I think they've done a pretty good job. They've almost done one entire side of the room.
Compromised people cannot get vaccinated or wear
Ambu says, for a $5, says, Sulk just has a poster of honey paint on his wall. What is honey paint? What is honey paint?
due to medical reasons, which is why it's crucial you should if you can. Where should I mask then? Everywhere? You should mask anywhere you think disabled people deserve to exist.
Arden posted my PayPal too if you want to. There's a lot of options. I even have t-shirts. You guys want to buy a t-shirt? Buy a t-shirt. I should really get more on my merch game. But, buy a shirt. Do it.
And safety. P.S.
Nowhere, obviously.
That's every public place.
Yes. For the record, this person's claiming that she's disabled because she's slightly autistic. Now,
I believe her. Yeah, I think she's telling the truth. I think she's, yep.
Look, okay, yeah, she's a woman, so naturally she's disabled. But, like, on top of that, she's probably also retarded. More retarded than you would think a typical woman would be. I don't know if this is from vaccinations or exposure to some... Like, in the boomers, there was a lot of lead in the environment, right? So you'd be like, oh, you got exposed to a lot of lead. That's why you're an idiot. But, like... Is it fluoride? Is it gay programming in public schools? I don't know. What is it? Farrell for another $5, she says 20 for the wheel. Let's see the wheel. Let's see it. Give it 20. Let's see it. Oh, No, 15. Thank you, Farrell. Thanks for playing. It's gonna hit. It's too close now. Too many. It's been rolled too many times. It's going to hit. I think it's gonna hit in this episode.
For one, never getting sick is bad for your immune system and makes you more vulnerable. Two,
my Ko-Fi's not working. Looks like it's working. You can hit my PayPal.
I've been 6 in 2009. Uh-oh.
Everything that goes into Ko-Fi goes into PayPal anyway, so it's like... Make John popular with the cool kids on X. Please don't. Please don't. I mean, people on X is toxic. And it's because I'm there, right? I bring the toxicity. I'm not nice. I'm there to argue with people. I'm there to argue with people. And if I lose that argument, I will get enraged and I will start sending slurs and I'll dox your ass. I am the toxicity on X. So yeah, follow me on X. At Sulkopath.
Being alive.
Watch me dox the shit out of people.
Always carries risk, and nobody is masking every time they go outside forever. In the extremely small chance they come across someone who has a compromised immune system and can't mask if they want to. Like, that's such a rare thing that realistically, I think this person's just overly fearful of catching COVID and is saying, what about these marginalized communities, to pretend that she isn't being selfish.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's what they do. And this is what's also, like, I'm actually really glad he's bringing up this point. This is a great point, is that these people use marginalized groups that they are oftentimes not even a part of as kind of leverage in order for them to push their worldview.
It's the white savior bullshit. It's that white savior bullshit, right? It always comes from, invariably, these very unattractive white women. Why? Why? Is it because you can't, like, run with your own gang? Is that what's going on? What's going on? You're into black guys? You're doing a lot of mud sharking? What's going on here? It has something to do with a sense of inferiority, right? It has something to do with a personal sense of inferiority, which is why they get into these marginalized group and say, I'm an ally. No, you're just a fucking queer. You're just a fucking queer. And like, no one likes you. You're not exactly cheerleader material. And so you had to find a group. You had to find an in-group. And then you just went with the loser crew. You just jumped into the loser crew and you're all like, yeah, I'm not one of you, but I'm an ally. Fuck off. They don't want you there either. You're an outcast. You are a complete outcast. Just accept that. All right? Don't fucking annoy everybody else with your stupid causes.
In order for them to make people do what they want, basically.
Calling everybody murdering eugenicists if they don't cater to what you want
is a bit
kind
much,
of
right?
Anyway, for those of you who didn't see the prior videos, this pink-haired person is...
Ugh. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, dude. Imagine, like... God, like... You're going to court and you get a public defender and then this bitch walks in. Imagine if she walks in any scenario. You're in any scenario and like this is the lady, right? This is the lady that walks in. Then you're like, well, I'm fucking boned. I'm fucking screwed. This is the judge. She walks in. She looks at you. You're a guy, right? You're a white guy. You're like, well, I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail now. No matter what. It could have been any... I could be here for a parking ticket. This lady shows up and she's the judge. I'm going to jail. That's it. It's over. I bet she's lonely too.
Courtney, who is a 28-year-old asexual autistic person with low support needs who also has...
I said they were a fucking millennial, didn't I?
You were gone, Tweety. You were gone. I never went anywhere. Welcome back.
I knew it.
ADHD. Did I get all those tags?
I can't call them queers? Ah! You can't keep track of it. You just can't keep track of it. Fuck. All right. Fuck it. I don't care.
Tags perfectly
I don't
correct.
care. Whatever.
I wouldn't want to be called a bigot.
Oh my gosh, I had an autistic meltdown this
It's
weekend.
violent hate speech? How is it violent? Queer is a totally normal term. Queer means strange. I'm calling you strange. You can't just pick a word and say, no, not this one. You can't do that. That's not how it works. That's unfair. That's not, fine, fucking burn my account. I didn't give a shit.
I went nonverbal. Actually, that would be a verbal shutdown. Huh? Because being non-speaking or nonverbal is the permanent state of using words in other forms besides voice. You don't
You
experience
called Elon an F slur and he suspended me for a week. That's pretty funny.
that. And you don't have to co-opt someone else's language to describe that experience.
Is cracker violent? Is cracker violent? Right? How about honky? Is honky violent? What about slope or something, or chink? Can I say that? I know I can't say the N word, and you know I know that because I'd be sprinkling that in here and there. I can't say the F slur because I would be using that liberally. I can't say queer. That's fucking gay.
These are people that have no problems in their life. Literally no problems at all. I can't stand her.
Honky is actually hilarious. If somebody came up to me and called me a honky, I'd be like, what? A honky? I would laugh. I have no idea what else I would do. I would just be like, holy shit. You dropped the H-bomb on me.
These are the people, by the way, that get into positions of power at HR and other types of moderation places in society, and then they want to tell you how to live.
Yeah, you know what? These people are, they're Reddit mods, but IRL Reddit mods. That's what it is, right? They're being the, can't say F slur, can't say the Q word, but they're being one of those people, IRL. They're being an IRL Reddit person, which is a nightmare. I've seen people from Reddit, IRL. I know how they act and how they operate. And they are just as bad in person. They are just as bad in person. They are fucking, oh my God, I can't, what term can I use to slur these people? Fruit pie? Can I say fruit pie? I'm going to make up a word. Gooblers. I'm going to say gooblers. And you know, in 10, maybe 15 years' time, you're not going to be able to call them gooblers anymore. Remember how we did that with transgenders? We have to say transgenders now. I think that's okay. I think that's okay. But you used to call them with a Y, right? Like the thing in your car with a Y. Can't do that. And so we started going the TROONS, right? Because, we can't say the first one, we'll say that. And now you can't say that either. You can't say that. So now you have to okay, chicks with dicks? What do you want me to say? How do I refer to them? All right? They're not people.
The person who made the honest mistake and not the one who is meticulously correcting everyone. Anyway, basically all of Courtney's content is centered around what level of the victim tier you're on, and she seems to revel in collecting various diagnoses like autism and ADHD.
Let me go to
I know. Christian sent me a DVD. What am I supposed to do with that, bro?
It's a DVD.
It's a DVD. What am I supposed to do with that?
We gotta go to like a pawn shop and get like an old TV.
An old TV, and it's gonna have like those like the red and white plugins and shit like that. I'm like, this doesn't go into my TV.
Actually, it's gonna be pretty cool. Let's get one, and then let's get like one that has DVD and VHS, and then we can start to get VHS tapes and like those old school movies and stuff. You want to know what my first VHS tape was that I like bought myself?
Okay.
Hannibal. Yep. So that's just something about me.
I used to have a copy of The Exorcist.
These are so cute.
Yeah, did you see it on the back?
Oh, thank you. I love these.
Mm-hmm.
These are adorable. Look. Here's this one. And then here's this one. It's adorable. Look at that.
This is my wife, by the way.
And
My One Wheel friend's in the chat.
Wait, really?
Yeah, you're right there.
Oh, that's sweet. Oh, I'm so happy for you, honey. Okay. Anyways, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just heard you talking.
You didn't mean to interrupt.
About the what are we calling them?
Chicks with dicks, I guess. Can I have another?
Please stop.
Can I have another?
Chick, just because it rhymes does not mean it should go together.
All right.
Yeah. It's worse than when I hear girl dick. It's disgusting.
What? That's sexy. Girl dick? That's
Clip it.
some hot, sexy girl dick?
Clip it.
What? You don't like a girl's cock? It's not gay if it's a girl's cock. Right? Right? Right?
Look, they all want me to take over the stream for you.
Fuck, I don't care. Probably make more money.
Hi, Tweety. Aw, show is in perfect mode. Look at that. She's right.
What? Just show is in perfect mode? What does that mean? What?
That means when I'm here, the show's perfect.
Yeah, but I'm the one who does the show. This is my fucking show. This is my show. Do the show every night.
I won't take it from you, honey.
You guys, thanks.
You're welcome.
Thank you for not taking it from me.
You're welcome.
But you do burst in fucking like Kramer on Seinfeld.
Well, sometimes you say some crazy shit, and I'm like, what?
I've never said a crazy thing in my life. Not once. All I say is very coherent opinions.
But we can agree that trans women are
men. Dudes.
Thank you.
By the way, I might be getting my account banned.
Whatever.
Thanks for the cameo, babe.
So she can use that to claim that she is disabled and therefore oppressed.
Respect the sheeness. The sheeness.
Which really is just a personality trait that everyone finds annoying, because ultimately the reason that they're playing the victim oppression game is to shield themselves from any criticism of their behavior.
That's exactly right. Yeah, anytime that you attack them, you're attacking their disability or their identity. And then you're a bad person.
Which brings us...
I don't care. I know I'm a bad person. I have come to terms with me being a bad person. I grew up in California. And, you know, my opinions have not changed. From when I was in California, from when I did stand-up in California, I ran in a stand-up the whole... Yeah. I've been called a bad person a lot, and I've become very comfortable with it.
To a video that I made a little while
it's
back
okay
called
with
Why
me.
the LGBT movement is failing.
Oh, no.
That included an entire 10 seconds of Courtney talking about some BS about being non-binary. And I basically responded with the same sentiment of this meme here, which is that...
What do you want? I want everybody to know that I'm offended by everything.
Once you see the bad hair...
It's sad, dude. Because, like, I see pictures of these chicks that, like, are legitimately pretty. Like, pretty, and, like, you can make Like, find a nice husband and like get kids all up in you and shit, and then they just butcher themselves, bro. What the fuck? She ain't pretty. But like, or maybe she was. I don't know. Maybe she had like long brown hair and then she was like a little bit thinner in the cheeks and stuff, and maybe she wasn't that bad looking, and I don't know what the deal with these fucking eyebrows is. That is a war crime. But it's a shame. It's a shame to see this shit.
And the pink hair. This person's going to be annoying and offended by everything.
Yeah, they're just annoying and obnoxious. You also can't be like, besides a medical like abnormality, you can't be non-binary. Like you're either.
Yeah, okay, well, like, in fairness, they are mentally abnormal. They're insane. I don't know if that's a physical attribute, but, like, it is. You shouldn't be insane, but saying you're non-binary, you're not actually non-binary, because that doesn't exist. You're not like a fucking alien. Are you a sponge? Are you like a nematode or something like that that doesn't like produces like asexually? No, you're not. You're a human being. You're a mammal. So you got like dangly bits, right? You got parts.
God, you're always saying some disgusting shit.
I'm not saying disgusting things. All right, I say very accurate things. Boys have penises and women have vaginas. These are facts. And if you don't have one of those, either you were in a terrible accident or you're some sort of genetic freak. Or surgery, I suppose, but then I don't know, man.
Either a man or a woman. Like that's just how it is. You can say that you're not, but saying that you're not doesn't make you not. It's common sense.
And was I wrong? Is the stereotype incorrect?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, is this what you look like without the pink anime character hair? Jeez, this is what 4 years of college will do to a person.
Damn, see, she's legitimately cute. She's like pretty. Not like gorgeous. She's not a knockout for sure, but like she's like pretty. She's pretty enough, right? You'd be able to find a nice man. But no, not now. You fucked that all up. Because some douchey professor got in your head and he, she, they fucking destroyed your life. Good job.
Now, a normal person would see criticism like that and either ignore it or make a video response.
Oh, jeez.
But since Courtney has the maturity of a 7-year-old...
She's all right for an Asian? Yeah, I get that. I'm not into Asians myself. Some people are.
Like Illymation, who also thought...
Of course, I've seen some really, like, very attractive Asians. I have. I am not into Asians, but, like, I have seen some good-looking ones. For sure.
And, yeah, she does. She has the room of a 7-year-old, too.
People should not be allowed to criticize her. She decided to fight dirty and file a copyright strike on my video on her to get it removed.
What?
I made this video here responding to that where I pointed out that it's ridiculous that she's striking my video over a 10-second clip. I said that she's...
So why am I not surprised? Yep, there you go. I have multiple disabilities and I never behave like this. I apologize. Sometimes being hard to deal with instead. Listen, bro, like everybody knows that a bunch of attention-starved, bored, white liberal Karens that live in an upper middle-class family are not responsible for
you guys are focusing far too much on that specific aspect of me.
Disabled person. We know they are an invasive species. They are. They're an invasive species. And nobody's blaming you. Nobody thinks you did anything wrong. You're not in the same group as them, and you know it, I know it, and everybody else knows it.
She wasn't unfortunate looking. I think she was reasonably pretty. Not a knockout. Not a 10 out of 10, but a good mid. She is a good solid mid. A respectable mid. And that's all a man wants in life. Is a good, sweet, solid mid that cooks and cleans and says nice things when you get home from work. She doesn't have to be gorgeous. She doesn't have to be gorgeous. You know, she doesn't have to have all that. No, she just has to be reasonably cute, nice, cook, clean, do basic stuff like that, and a man will be happy. But no, she had some sort of terrible insecurity that led her down this dark path.
Engaging in copyright abuse to silence people she doesn't like.
Yep.
And I ended that
Ho's
video by
mad.
saying that I would be fighting the strike.
Ho's
now
mad.
we're all caught up to everything that's already been discussed on this channel.
He was my great-grandfather. He was a samurai.
So to continue my point
He cut people in half.
about my dislike of people who constantly play the victim card.
Isn't this building in Star Fox?
That's cool.
In like the first level, you have to like shoot it right here. It's red and it breaks the building.
What a fucking nerd. But what a nerd.
Allow me to use this next segment to point out how their demeanor completely
Remember
shifts
that?
the minute they feel they have the opportunity to fight dirty and victimize the people they don't like. By the way, I love how much of this parallels the Illymation drama from last year where she tried to multiple times get me deplatformed because I made a video criticizing her. Anyway, getting to the part where she continues to fight dirty, after I released the dedicated video on her talking about her abusing the copyright system, Courtney went onto her Instagram and said this. On today's episode of Alt-Right Creators Doing What...
Ampu says, I like it when the mentally ill identify themselves and not breed. Here's the thing, though. I don't think this mental illness is, like, actually genetic or innate. I think this is socially engineered, right? This is like some MK Ultra project that wanted to see how many people they could make crazy, and it was very effective. And these people, had this project not been followed up or deployed or something like that, these people would be normally happy. They'd have a bunch of kids and they'd have normal lives. But no, something in the media or in vaccines or fluoride in the water or maybe a confluence of all of these things did this to these people, right? And they weren't mentally strong enough to fight back and say, no, this is bullshit. This is lies, right? And they fell deeper and deeper into the Reddit rabbit hole, right? And this is how they came out. This is how they came out the other end. Angry, ugly, and overweight in most cases.
How is everybody that disagrees with you alt-right?
And what does alt-right mean? What does alt-right mean? Does that even mean anything? Or is that just something the left came up with, right? Right? So apparently you're not a normal right person, right? Because the normal people on the right agree with us. What the fuck are you talking about? You're just making shit up. Why do you have to make up so many goddamn labels? Why does everything have to fall into some stupid gay little category? You're non-binary. That's another one of your gay little categories. Shut the fuck up. All right? There's not a million goddamn genders. It's infuriating how much time you spend thinking about this. How you're just this kind of, oh, I'm a trans pan asexual dragon fucker. What the fuck are you talking about? What does that mean? Is this a dream you had? And then you're just bringing it out and shoving it all down our fucking throats? Is that what you're doing? Because, like, I'm not here for it. I'm not going to call you a girl. You have a wiener. Stop. Stop this. Grow up. Why are you acting like this? Are you autistic? And if so, there is probably some sort of, maybe I can forgive that a little bit because you just can't help it. But then you need to be in a hospital. You can't just be running around with all these normal people because you're causing problems, okay? And you're annoying me. And that is a huge problem for me, okay? Because I'm not like a level-headed person, okay? I get angry about this shit. And when I see you or any other people similar to you, it takes time out of my day. And it spikes my cortisol just enough to be like, God damn it. God damn it. And every year I see more and more. And every year I'm like, something's got to be done. We got to do something. We're going to have to start to do something. And I think more and more people are getting on my side. That's not saying we're going to do anything. But somebody at some point is going to start doing something. That's all I'm saying. We can't let this society just go down in flames because some pink-haired lesbian said she was offended.
Like, I mean, at a certain point, don't you realize that, like, maybe you're using this a bit too much?
What they do
like, maybe
best.
it's a little bit too often, right?
You know what's really funny? These people are so
Jay says, can't define a woman, but has a definition for all these labels. Exactly. So you can tell me what all these things are. But you can't tell me what a fucking woman is, what, like... You have to learn the rules before you can start breaking them, you know? You don't know basic biology. Now you're thinking of, like, fantasy biology. And it is a fantasy. It's 100% in your head. You just decided to force it on all of us. And then make us... kowtow to it? You want me to? I'm not playing with you.
obsessed
I'm
with
not
making
fucking
sure that
playing with
everyone labels them properly. Yet anytime they are faced with people who have differing opinions, they mislabel them as alt-right or Nazis. I'm not alt-right. Alt-right is a bunch of white supremacists who want an ethno-state, and I have openly stated many times that I don't like racism or identity politics.
You should never even try to explain it to them, because explaining it to them gives their
He's absolutely right. Don't explain it to them. Don't be like that. Don't do that. Because they want you on the defensive, right? Oh, you're just a Nazi. Yup. They have nothing to do with... They don't know how to respond to that. If you're like, no, I'm not a Nazi because I think blah, 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 and racism is bad. First of all, racism is not bad. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. And it has a place in society. But don't be like... try to defend yourself to these people. These people are insane. You defending yourself just feeds into their delusion. Okay? They call you a Nazi, just be like, yup. Based.
Accusation of credibility. It's a baseless, stupid accusation with a vague term that nobody even has a definitive definition of. It's just a person trying to demonize you and basically make you look bad. That's all.
So it's nice to see that Courtney believes she deserves a respect that she doesn't give to other people.
Of course.
Moving on. Think Before You Sleep posted a large anti-trans rant video.
Oh.
Stop again. It was not anti-trans. It was a video talking about how sociopathic the activists are and how...
Anytime that a trans person does something wrong, if you tell them that it's wrong, you're transphobic.
Yup. Okay, fine, I'm transphobic. Whatever the fuck you want that to mean, I'm that. Because I don't give a shit about your opinion enough to even entertain your accusations. I don't care what you think of me. I can't be clearer about that. All right? I can't be clearer about that. So call me whatever you want. And I will agree with you. Because I don't waste my time with people like you.
Even LGBT
Did you guys
people
know that?
don't like the activist. I mean, if I can't say that it's wrong for Lily Tino to dress like Miss Rachel and then advertise an OnlyFans account on the same page, then Courtney is basically saying that people can't criticize anything a gay person does or a trans person does.
That's exactly right. That's why they like to identify as those groups. Now you're starting to understand it. These...
Okay, so like this guy right here, I forget he's like on social media, and he's dressed as Miss Rachel, who is a children's entertainer. She does children's show, and Miss Rachel is also horrible. She's a terrible person. She's a very she's like makes a lot of money in children's shows, but like for like 2 and 3 year olds, but she's like telling them to. Sometimes people have 2 daddies, and sometimes a person's daddy becomes their mommy. Yay! That kind of bullshit, dude. That kind of bullshit. Why would you be teaching that to kids? You're a monster. You're a monster. And this is an actual monster, but like the girl version of her, it's still a monster.
People want to be able to behave with complete impunity and to do whatever and say whatever they want.
And I've just started doing that. You know, I'm just like, okay, well, you get to do it, I get to do it too. You're not going to like what I have to say. And these are my opinions. These are my actual opinion. You think you're a transgendered pansexual dragon. Okay, well, I'm a fucking bigot. All right? Roll with it. You can be a transgender dragon. Fine, do that. I'm going to do the whole fucking thing. Let's just do that. Let's just go way far apart. We're not going to agree on anything. So let's just start doing this. Can you accept that? What are you going to do? Stab me?
And so what they do is they create identities for themselves that make them victims, so anybody who attacks them is now labeled as some sort of bad person. That's the reason why they do it.
Think before you sleep.
It just says his name is Lily, and he gets off making people uncomfortable, like sexually aroused by it. Yeah. What do they call it? A euphoria boner? Right? They go into the woman's bathroom and they look so hot in the mirror that like they get a boner, and then they're wearing a skirt and it just lifts the skirt. God, they're sick. They're deranged, man. And the problem isn't that there's crazy people out there. There's always been crazy people out there. There always will be crazy people out there. The problem is that society is like taking steps to accept this. All gender bathrooms, right? Oh, you are a woman. No. Not going to do that. Fine, you have your society over there. I'll start my own society over here. Oh, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. Yeah, I can.
Posted a large anti-trans rant video and got mad when I got it removed for copyright because it illegally used my content, and they still don't know how copyright works. They? Are you misgendering me, Courtney? I am not a they, them. And last, here's the best part. After complaining about cyberbullying, Courtney finishes by saying, if you could thumbs down, report, or leave a good comment for me, I would appreciate it, as I'm being spammed by their alt-right followers right now.
I have no problem with people saying to downvote or to comment, but to tell people to report the video, that's a little bit much.
And then she leaves a link to my video. And
I hate how like modern politics has gotten into like internet wars where they like swat people and they dox you and they show up to your fucking house. Remember when that fucking Chad Zumach guy showed up to Mersh's house? What are you doing, you old bastard? What the fuck what are you going to do? You're like 55. You're in the middle of the street screaming out, come out, Mercer, come out. What the fuck is wrong with you? A lot of this shit goes way too far, dude. It goes way too far. So maybe the internet going out all across the planet for at least a couple of months might be a good thing.
On the post, followed by a screenshot showing that she watched an ad. Thanks, Courtney. I appreciate your financial support. I also appreciate how you're essentially crying about cyberbullying here, as you
Ben says, wait, that's normal psychology now. Let's talk about normalizing maps, John. My God, dude. See, that's just it, right? It's that entire meme where it's all like, just let them get married. What's going to happen? It's not like it's a pie chart. There's going to be a global pandemic. The economy's going to crash. They're going to start normalizing pedophiles, or gay people just get married. No, all of those things happened. All of those things happened. You give them an inch, they take a mile. All right? And they've been taking a mile of cock.
Tell your 200,000 Instagram followers.
Farrell for another $5. Thank you, Farrell. She says 33 again. She's really banking on 33. Are you an Illuminati? Is that what you're trying to say? Oh, damn. Oh, damn. It's so close. So close. Thanks for playing.
Followers to go mass
So
flag.
close.
This is another thing that I really fucking hate about people like this is that they constantly cry about being victims, but the moment that anybody criticizes them, they will collectively work to deplatform and destroy this person's entire online
That's exactly.
presence.
Get them fired, right? Have their kids taken away from them. Just try to ruin their life in any way they possibly can. And then act brave about it. Mock and be like, haha, I ruined your life. You can't get insurance. You can't get work anymore. Your kids are going to go hungry. Ha ha ha. And then act like they're the morally superior people. I mean, like, if you have one delusion, you're naturally going to have another delusion, right? What I'm saying is these people are dangerous to have in society at all. At all.
They will like, and that's one thing that I said the other day. Remember back whenever I was criticizing that girl, like the Counter-Strike thing, and then that other girl made a tweet. She's like, I can't believe he would say that. I can't, he shouldn't be able to do that. That's so wrong. Like special interest disability. Yeah, I guess so. Right. But like, all I'm really trying to get at here is that they have
her name is Candy Corn with a U. 220K followers.
No problem bullying and attacking other people, but they want to be the ones that have the decision-making capability to do it.
Exactly. Right? Have you ever met a communist? I'm sure you have. When you meet a communist, they always think they're going to be after the Great Revolution, they always think they're going to be the one in charge. They always think they're going to be like the great leader or some like respected figure or some bullshit like that. And not the people in the bread line starving to death. They always think they're going to be at the... You're not. You're not. You're most likely going to end up lined up against a wall and shot. Why don't you think that's the case? Time after time, the majority of people have been lined up and shot. Why do you want it? But you can't explain it to them because there's something broken in their heads. And it stems from deep insecurity. It has to.
That's really, yeah. They play victim while bullying people? Yes, exactly.
Exactly.
Bomb and harass a creator who is defending himself against you abusing the copyright system on YouTube. How are you the victim? And keep in mind that the result...
Yeah, and also, like, don't you think that her fans are going to send this guy weird messages? Of course they are. And, like, bad messages, of course. That's what happens whenever you criticize anybody on the internet.
Of her post was that I received a shitload of negative comments from her followers.
Yeah, of
really
course.
leading by example by showing that you think that bullying is wrong. Again, I love how the...
Bullying's not wrong. Bullying is just... it's social stratification. It weeds out the weak. It's a totally normal thing. It actually should be encouraged. You know that people who bully tend to have higher confidence? They tend to have higher confidence levels than people who get bullied. Well, I guess that makes sense, right? I mean, I've noticed a thing with this ideology. They try their best to keep people from being people. From doing the things that have gotten us this far in society, in civilization, right? Now they're just like, let's throw away all that because something's not working. Are you sure it's gotten us this far? We have like supercomputers and rockets and satellites and stuff, and you want to like just flip everything on its head and start sucking everyone's dick? Is that what's going on? Now you just want to make everyone gay. That's your solution. Are you sure? That doesn't seem like a good idea. It seems like it's going to destroy society. And it is. It's destroying city after city. Burning to the ground. Covered with homeless people. Used needles and fucking hobo shit, dude. This is the ideology that does this. That's it, man. That's it.
The Alienation drama, where she essentially did the same thing. She complains about being harassed, while at the same time tells her followers to harass me. Cries to Noah Sampson about it, so he would tell...
Knob says, being bullied makes you now resilient. Look at the shit I take from John. Well, you're a gay retard, Knob. So, You're welcome.
There it is.
You're welcome.
Yep.
Tell his followers
You're
to
welcome.
harass me and says thank you to and gives no pushback to a friend
Now
who said I
donate.
should kill myself.
Donate, knob.
There we go. What a surprise. See, this is one of the reasons why I talk about these issues is that I hate these people. I really do. And I like to make videos about it and expose them because I know that it is the pushback that they are terrified of. And they've bullied enough people on the internet to never criticize or push back against them. But I'm just not one of them. I like pushing back against them. And to the extent that they get upset about it, it makes me happy. So that's fine.
So now he's the bully. Asmund is the bully.
You want to be a victim? Okay. Sounds good to me.
Let me just mention that in both cases with Courtney and Illymation.
And keep in mind, they're the ones that are the bullies. They're the ones that are going out and trying to destroy people's livelihoods, get them fired from their jobs, make sure that, you know, that you're spreading lies about them. These people have no
Intentional
problem
lies, yeah.
doing any of that stuff. But the moment that anybody criticizes them, even legitimately, they cry that they're being oppressed. No. Nope.
That's what you cry out in pain as you stab someone in the back, right? That's the thing. Farrell for another $5. She says 4. Oh, I hope it lands on 33 this time. I really hope it does. Damn it! Fuck! God damn it! God damn it! God damn it! God damn it! Fuck! Okay, what do you want? What do you want? She stuck to it, and she finally got it. You got to give it up to her. Like, really. She stuck to it.
Explicitly told my followers to not comment on
When
their
you push
video.
back, you push back from much
It
harder.
was 4. She won. She won. It was 4. It was fair and square. There it is. 4.
Fan base, they get what they deserve. They do. And I enjoy being able to do it. And I'll do it as long as I can.
Or harass them or engage with them in any way. So, Courtney, level with me for a second. How is it okay for you to make multiple videos saying everyone who doesn't wear a mask everywhere in public?
You can save it for tomorrow night. If you want to, if you can't think of something in time, you can save it for tomorrow night. That's fine.
Is a bad person, followed by passive-aggressively wishing disability on those who refuse to mask. Like,
Wait,
it's
if
okay.
that's not enough for you, may I remind you that repeat COVID infections are killing and permanently disabling healthy people too?
To criticize those people,
Really,
but if
though?
I say I
Is
don't
it?
like
Maybe if they're
pink hair,
fat. I
then you
don't
feel
think
like
it
you're
is.
morally justified in sending your audience to try to deplatform me.
Exactly.
Yeah,
yes,
social
these
one,
people don't-
yeah.
This is what I've said before. The people don't want to defund the police. They want to be the police. People don't want to stop. They don't want to stop censorship. They want to be the censors. They don't want to.
That's what I'm saying. They want to be in charge, right? They want to have control, and they don't think they can have control like through the normal avenues of like starting a business or being charismatic or anything like that. They think they can change society and they'll automatically be put in charge.
Stop racism. They want to be the ones in charge of who gets to be racist. And
exactly, it's not getting rid of racism entirely, because then white people would be fine, right? White people, but that's not the case. That's not. They want to decide who you can be racist against. So you want to be the arbiter of who gets to live and who gets to die.
once you understand that all of the language is just in service of them maintaining a power structure for themselves, everything else makes sense.
I mean, holy shit, these people are ridiculous, especially considering people like Illymation's good friend Noah Sampson, who's moved on to telling his followers to commit acts of terrorism.
Nice.
And wouldn't it be a
Nicely
damn
done.
shame if someone had an old deleted tweet from Illymation where she was encouraging terrorism in 2020? Wouldn't it be
Protest, riot, do anything that you must to make them hear and make them listen.
Ugh.
It's actually crazy that this is what makes me so mad about like people at the government right now. Is that why?
But look, if you were to post something like this on the other side in like the UK or something like that, you would get arrested and stuff like that. But you can post terrorism bullshit as long as it's like in favor of like Islam and stuff, right? If you're Muslim and you're all like, yeah, I think we should burn down all the Christian churches, you post that on Twitter in the UK and then everything's fine, right? But if you're on the other side and you're like, you know, maybe these Muslims shouldn't go around and groom British girls, and maybe these Muslims aren't so good for the country, they're going to knock on your door and they're going to fucking throw your ass in jail, probably for a long time. Thanks. I'm glad I'm American, right? They can't really legally do this to me yet. But let's make sure they can't ever do that, I guess. Anyways, thanks for coming, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys had a good night, enjoyed the show and all that. Thank you for all the donations. Come back tomorrow night because Farrell is going to make me do something. I don't know what. Say something or do a song, I guess. A karaoke song. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what it is. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great night. Get out there and make me proud. Be good cult members. Be good people. You know, you do make me proud. And I think you're all so handsome. And you deserve all the pride that you have. And more. And more. Anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow night for our Friday show. Until then, I hope you drink a lot of water, get a good night's sleep, and take care of yourselves because I care about you too. Goodbye, guys. Love you. Bye.
I'm an incredible soul, unhinged and enraged like a bulldog's fierce growl. I'm spitting fire, burning through these trees, questioning the world, unraveling conspiracies. Talking about Bigfoot, but I guess monster too. Government